So last week, we all learned about the Trump appointee at the DOJ, a man by the name of Jeffrey Clark, who famously drafted a memo trying to get Rosen and Donahue to sign on to it that would have effectively told Georgia your election was ripe with fraud. You got to call a special legislative session and try to figure out how to undo this. Rosen and Donahue did not go along with this plan from Clark, thank goodness. But that wasn't the only plan Clark had, by the way. New reporting over the weekend reveals that Jeffrey Clark had also sent out emails requesting authorization because he totally believed that Chinese thermostats, the little smart thermostats, China was using smart thermostats to hack into the voting machines and change the votes. This is from an email sent by Mr. Clark, and here's what it says. I would like to have your authorization to get a classified briefing tomorrow from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, led by DNI John Radcliffe, on foreign election interference issues. Hackers have evidence, in the public domain, that a Dominion machine accessed the internet through a smart thermostat with a net connection trail leading back to China. ODNI may have additional classified evidence. So, you need a voting machine, okay? You have your voting machine over here. And this voting machine decides, you know what? I want to get on the internet. Where's the nearest internet connection? Oh, I know. It's the smart thermostat over here. So your voting machine, and this is all based on this email here, voting machine connects to the smart thermostat, which then allows it to be connected to the internet. And then I don't know what the voting machine, I don't know what the hackers did from there, but I'm assuming, they change votes. Now, don't get me wrong. Is such a thing possible? Sure. Sure it is. Everything's online these days, right? Hackers are getting creative. They can get into these kinds of things. But I gotta tell you, getting from a thermostat to a voting machine, that's going to take some skill. And it's also the kind of thing that absolutely is most likely, I will say, not absolutely, but most likely, going to leave some kind of a trail. It's not like getting into somebody's computer, getting out as quick as possible using VPNs and other, methods to mask your IP. Getting into a thermostat's a little bit different. Those are set up different. They don't browse the web in the same way. They're just connected to possibly connect to other smart devices as well, which can definitely be hacked. But either way, where's the evidence? Again, it's a plausible thing. Plausible. Not likely, but plausible. So where's the evidence he says he got? Hey, DNI, you've got the evidence. It's public domain, Clark says, so where the hell is it? Show me where the thermostats changed the election. Show me, Clark, Radcliffe, whoever's there still, I don't know. If it's public domain, if you have access to it, please, for the love of God, email me the information showing me how the thermostats changed the votes. Otherwise, shut the hell up. These people, and again, this was, December, January, they went insane. They literally drove themselves insane trying to come up with theories as to how Donald Trump could have lost the election without looking at the very most obvious reason. And that is, people simply didn't like him. That's what happened in 2020. There wasn't election malfeasance in Georgia. There wasn't all this horrible stuff or, Asian ballots coming into Arizona, as they've told us at one point. And it wasn't Chinese thermostats hacking the vote. Most people didn't want Trump to be president for another 4 years, and that's why he lost. Simple as that, folks. But Republicans would rather go chasing all these zebras rather than admitting that their guy sucks. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for fresh content 7 days a week.